Yo yo yo, welcome back to our video. Today, before we get into this video, I just want to talk about, I found out the series I'm going to play through the channel. It's me, the original Resident Evil 4, not the remake, the OG. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, for now, let's just talk about, what I'm going to talk about today. So, The Boxer. It is a manhwa that I read I started reading probably 2-3 days ago. And I finished it last night. And holy shit, it was beautiful. So I'm gonna give like a general conciseness of it without like spoiling it, because I 100% recommend it. I'll say the first half is not as good as the second half, but the first half is still is pretty good. So it's about this young boy named Yu, who we don't know much about him at the beginning. They do delve into that later, but that's a spoiler. We actually learn his past when he's like literally like last few chapters, but that's a spoiler. He's beat up in an alleyway by this kid that is being scouted for boxing, and he's taking it with like no look in his eyes. And then this boxer comes up and stops the kid from beating him up, and he takes interest in you because he didn't flinch, he nothing. He just took it. And then after a while, he goes to school. One kid tries to connect with him, and he's like, for the most part, he's like, eh. He's nice to him, but he doesn't engage with him much. So then the kid gets beat up in the storeroom. So Yu's getting beat up in the storeroom. This kid comes to stop him, and he's like helping him a bit. The kid, I forget his name's Jay, Jay. He comes and helps him, and he he goes to fight the bullies, and he learns boxing from his dad, who's a former boxer. So he couldn't really win because the prodigy, but he still got an alright. He got a hit on him, I believe. So then after Yu sees sees a light within him, within boxing, so he fights the bullies and beats them up. So then he goes to join the boxing, trying to find a light. And that's how it starts. You go through like all these boxers. Yu kind of stops in a way becoming main character. I mean, he's still focused on him out, but every boxer he fights, it has a backstory to them. It all gives you a backstory, and it makes you feel for every boxer. Like, some of those boxers, like, they're terrible people, but once you see the backstory, you see why they got to where they were. And after fighting Yu, they usually get better, which is really, it's the opposite of what's happening to Yu, because he's becoming more saddened and saddened each time he boxes. And then a lot of stuff happens, and the person who's training him is named Kay. That's the dude who took interest in him. And at first you think he's just an old boxer, but later you see he's a terrible person. Like, absolutely disgusting what he does to you. But even by like his backstory, you can kind of feel him a bit, but even that still doesn't forgive him for anything he's done. It is genuinely beautiful. I don't know if this is true or not, but there's this dude in the contextual chapters. He said that he had depression. He hasn't been able to cry or anything for a while, and that there's this chapter of The Boxer that genuinely made him cry because of how beautiful it was and like how sad he felt. And I think that's amazing that this story could put an emotion to somebody, make them feel that if they're going through that. And I think that's a genuine great thing in emotions. But The Boxer is beautiful. The art, I'll say, another thing we'll throw off, is the art is very simple, but it works to your advantage by far. I think it makes certain things so much more expressive. And whenever something is drawn beautifully, it just it just puts out that panel much more. You can see the action fluid, and also it helped the author get chapters out on a pretty good pace. And I just can't recommend The Boxer more. I really don't have anything else to say other than go read The Boxer. Remember to like, notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.